with Bobby Labonte. Here comes Kurt Busch and Juan Montoya. Carl Edwards in fifth.
And we know Kurt Busch and Montoya is going to make a move. DW, when will they make it?
I don't think they're going to make it till turn 4. I mean, we keep hearing about I'm a setting duck when I'm leading this thing. So I guess that makes it 21, a setting duck right now. But we'll see here. That 22 knows how to win from that position. That's where he won the Bud Shootout from.
Edwards and Gilliland down to the inside. Trying to...
Where did that 34 come from?
Trying to spoil the party.
Oh, my gosh.
They spoiled the party for Kurt Busch and Montoya, and here they come through turn 4.
Gilliland, former pole sitter of the 500. Edwards has room underneath. Now he pushes Trevor Bayne.
It's over.
Trevor
Bayne is going to win the Daytona 500.
Unbelievable.
Happy birthday, Trevor Bayne, 20 years old.
Are you kidding me? What?
They're looking for the white flag this time.
Once we get into this lap, if anything should happen down in turn 1 or 2, 3 and 4.
Junior tucked up tight under the bumper of Biffle. Kenseth leads to turn 1, final lap.
Denny Hamlin in the 11th there with no one to push him.
Actually, he might actually get hurt with those 2 cars in front of him if he gets back too far. But here we go. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen pretty quick.
We've seen where the timing of where you do it is so critical.
And those 2 cars, the 16 and the 88, should be able to get by. But Kenseth, if Biffle elects to take a chance.
Ford Chevrolet off the final corner. Matt Kenseth trying to win it for the second time. Here comes Junior to the outside. Side by side with Kenseth. He runs out of time. Matt Kenseth wins the Daytona 500.
I kept my head.
I know Matt can't talk to you, but back to Jimmy.
Race.
He got hurt in about...
And oh, by the way, it's not over. It's just now on.
Daryl, keep an eye on Daryl.
Oh, car in the wall, hard. Turn 1. And it's one of the BK cars. It's the 93 of Travis Quapple.
Let me know if
No
the yellow comes
caution.
out.
NASCAR, if the track is clear, they will let them finish. We are still green. And here come the leaders.
Yeah, Mark Martin is really pushing Dale Earnhardt Jr. in that 88.
Junior to the inside of Greg Biffle. The green flag still flies. Martin's number 55. Keselowski in the 2. Biffle backing up. Patrick behind him. For the second time, the Daytona 500 goes to Jimmie Johnson, 5-time champion from Oklahoma, California, and his Rick Hendricks Chevrolet.
He can thank Dale Jr. for that. Second year in a row, Dale Jr. has come on late to finish second.
Danica Patrick, the pole sitter, becomes the highest finishing woman in the Daytona 500, 8th.
They were coming at her from every side.
Hamlin.
What a move by Hamlin.
Now, if we get back to the white flag, we have a race. Look at Stenhouse in that 17 in the middle, back and forth. And
Boy, he just shoved Kyle Busch right out of the way. Ricky Stenhouse in his 17 to 3rd place.
White flag with Stenhouse up in position to challenge in that blue Ford.
You know what, Larry? I believe that tape's going to stay on there, and that baby's going to come home a winner.
Denny Hamlin has not lost a race this week. He's number 11. Keselowski, the 2012 champ, battling back to the top. And Dale Earnhardt Jr., the Pied Piper of Daytona, trying to hold them all at bay.
And Kyle Busch was trying to make a 3rd line at the top of the racetrack.
Boy, here they come. Now, this is where it gets interesting. We've seen a lot of passes off turn 4 to the start-finish line, but that 88 is pulling away.
Less than a mile to go.
Oh, we got a wreck.
3rd generation star, Dale Earnhardt Jr. brings him to the flag. Checkered flag waving. It's over. It's Earnhardt.
Good job, Junebug. Woo!
Reed Sorensen's race ends up in a crash. Harvick into the wall past the end of pit road, and Carl Edwards 99 all torn up. Here comes Kyle Busch backwards across the start-finish line.
Factor across.
But look at the run that Harvick had off turn 4 in that 4 car. White flag this time.
A lot of jostling back in the pack. The leader's going to make it under the white, under green. Logano, Harvick, Earnhardt, Boyer, last lap.
Guess what? The race is getting ready to start off turn 2. It's all on from there on.
Car smoking back of the field, drops back out of play, 3 wide. Big cluster coming off turn number 4. Smoke, trouble, way in the back, but here come the leaders.
The question is, are they going to throw the yellow, or are they going to let them race back?
7, 8 car pile up in the back straightaway. Caution is out.
Joey Logano.
Keep coming. Just stay on the gas. Back straightaway. Stay on the gas. Coming to easy here. They say roll out of the throttle.
It's over, boys. It's over.
Middletown, Connecticut's Joey Logano wins the Daytona 500.
Daytona 500, guys! Hell yeah!
I think it'll happen off turn 4.
Here goes Hamlin up high. Here comes the 20 of Matt Kenseth.
Can't do it.
No, he just doesn't have enough of a push. He's going to have to back up to that car behind him and get that push, but he's trying.
He wants that 4 car to help him. Here he goes.
Next flag ends the race.
I just don't think he can do it from the outside.
He might be able to get up to 3rd, maybe 2nd. I just don't know if he's going to get all the way up to the lead, but here he comes.
Got to run down the back. It's going to be a drag race off turn 4, but I just don't see him being able to pull it off.
He's getting a big push. He's getting a big push.
He's coming. He's up to 2nd.
Hamlin a 2nd. Up
Watch
high.
the inside. Watch the inside. Martin Truex Jr. 3 wide.
Truex to the bottom. No, red.
Kenseth saves it. Here they come to the line. This is the finish of the Daytona 500. Side by side, bouncing off each other.
Unbelievable. I think it was Denny Hamlin.
I have it as Hamlin.
By an inch.
What
Denny Hamlin. Oh my goodness.
Wow. I'm telling you.
I've got chills at my spine. That was amazing.
Baby.
Are you kidding me?
I knew it, that's where it would have to happen off turn 4, but I didn't know how it was going to happen.
Holy cow, baby! You are the man. Lambert, love you, buddy. Love you.
The closest 500
Ever. Have you ever?
No, I've never. But I'm glad I was here to see it today.
Let's have a look, folks, at this near photo finish. The first Daytona 500 was decided in a photo finish.
Look at that.
Wow.
Inches.
Right now, that's finished 3rd in this thing 3 times.
The white flag waves. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Yeah, when I think of experience and knowledge here at Daytona, I think of Kurt Busch. He's been so close so many times.
Pushed his teammate to victory here one time. Is anybody going to push him today?
Look at the 21 coming on the inside to give him a big push. Where'd he come from?
Ryan Blaney from the back with Logano. Blaney
42's out of gas. 42's out of gas.
Who else is going to run out fuel?
21 is. I'm not so sure. Well, I think he's okay. He's still going.
Now, if the 47 can get up behind the 21, give him a push, he might get there. But I don't know. I think this might be Kurt Busch's day.
Looks like he's going to come home a winner.
Kurt Busch has been the bridesmaid in the Daytona 500. Here they come off turn 4 for the final time. From Las Vegas, the 2004 champion of the series, Kurt Busch, for Gene Haas and Tony Stewart, wins the Daytona 500.
Wow.
Wow. First time he's won the 500. What about that?
He pushed his then Penske teammate Ryan Newman to victory, and that's the old man, Tony Gibson.
Justin, are you there?
He's too old to get that excited. I think Priest wanted to help Joey, but he's not quite as fast as Joey. Can't keep hooked up.
1 lap to go. 2 Connecticut Yankees chasing Hamlin and Busch.
Wow, what a move by Logano. He got under Kyle Busch.
And Priest is coming to help.
All right, and that's what he's going to need. He's got to back up to Priest. He's not going to be able to do it on his own. He's got to get that push from Priest. He's going to have to get on the brakes here, but he's got Kyle Busch in the outside lane.
Logano and Priest grew up together at the quarter midget tracks in Connecticut. And Logano looks low. Top lane gets spilled. It's Kyle. Kyle Busch in the top lane. Logano on the bottom. McDowell, the second yellow car. Where will he go?
So interesting that McDowell decided to go with Kyle Busch, but here comes Erik Jones on the inside. Denny Hamlin.
Hamlin off turn number 4. No side-by-side battle to the finish this time. Denny Hamlin wins his 2nd Daytona 500 and wins it for Coach Gibbs in Toyota.
In the 11 car.
Wow.
What a day for J.D. Gibbs, for Joe Gibbs, for that whole team. Mike, that's storybook stuff right there.
That was meant to be.
So get in again, my friend. Nice work.
green. Next flag will end the race, and Newman is there.
Newman's got locked onto his rear bumper just like he did. Oh, wrecking behind Chase Elliott around.
Spinning around,
No
still
caution
green.
yet.
Still green.
Still green, and here they come.
And here comes Blaney.
Ryan Blaney up behind Ryan Newman, trying to get him to Hamlin.
Newman backed up to Blaney. Big run coming here.
To the inside, Newman to the front.
Nothing Denny Hamlin could do. What can Ryan Blaney now do? Here comes a push from Denny Hamlin. Oh, this thing's not over yet. Not at all.
Ryan Newman off turn 4 for the final time. Blaney to the outside, to the inside. Here comes Hamlin up the outside.
Wow.
Crash into the wall, into the air goes Newman.
Upside down.
In a shower of sparks on his roof, Ryan Newman comes across the line, 4th. And comes to rest. Scoring unofficial between Hamlin and Blaney as far as who crossed the finish line first. White flag, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Okay, now these guys, their job, if you're Austin Dillon, one of those guys.
Watch this run Kevin Harvick has on the bottom.
Now the 5's going to go to the outside. They're all trying to build that run that Keselowski did.
Here goes the 3 car.
Will Dillon have help? No, they come down to block. Logano goes back up, Keselowski with him. McDowell in tow, Dillon on the bottom.
The run's on top. Oh, teammates.
Around they go in a hard crash. Kyle Busch.
Larson.
Caution is out.
Bubba Wallace is in this. Austin Cindric. Hard hit by Kyle Busch.
Caution's out.
McDowell is first to the line, but will have to go back to the moment of caution, which ends the race. Brad Keselowski is climbing out. He's okay. Joey Logano we see taking off the gloves and the steering wheel.
I think McDowell's the winner of this race, guys.
He was first across the line. NASCAR will review and have to determine the finish at the moment of caution. And we'll wait for official word.
Huge win if that's the case.
But Bob Jenkins' Front Row Motorsports crew is celebrating on pit road.
Incredible. You're going to see some emotion out of this guy if this comes back official.
A lot of tore up race
All
cars.
the Chevys torn up. You saw Priest with damage, Chase Elliott with damage.
This was a really hard hit. Kyle Busch, when he came in.
Yes. And the AMR safety crew very quickly on the scene, being directed.
Look at the damage to the wall.
There's a bumper cover up there. And there's Kyle Busch climbing out. That is a great sign, and that means everybody has climbed from their cars after a huge pile-up on the final lap of the Daytona 500. NASCAR is still reviewing video footage because when they hit the caution light, that time stamps all video to determine the order of finish at the moment of caution.
Huge run, went for it. Joey was obviously had to block.
Question is, where did that caution come out? Chase Elliott pulls ahead of Michael McDowell.
Oh, look at the run he got right there, though.
McDowell, the run on the outside with a little help from Hamlin.
All right, we know the caution was out there. We saw some caution lights where Michael McDowell and the 3 of Austin Dillon pulled ahead of Chase Elliott.
And Michael McDowell from Glendale, Arizona, for Bob Jenkins' Front Row Motorsports, has won the Daytona 500.
How about that?
Man.
That's a huge win for Michael McDowell and that team. Doesn't get any bigger than this.
Keselowski had the run, but he's going to need the help. Here it comes. Big push from Kyle Busch and from Chase Briscoe.
He's locked on there too.
He's going to have to stay there.
Inside
Here
was there
comes
for a
another push
second.
from Kyle Busch on an outside.
cubic mirror.
Cindric can't get too far out.
Coming to turn 3 where it all came undone last year on the final lap.
Briscoe's out. He can't get to the
Austin Cindric, whose grandfather won the Indy 500 as a car owner. Cindric is going to bring them to the line way up high to block Ryan Blaney, and at the line, Cindric beats Bubba Wallace by half a car length, and they crash going into turn 1.
This race never disappoints.
No, it does not.
And David Reagan found one he couldn't miss.
Austin Cindric, the winner of the Daytona 500.
If you remember in the pre-race, he said, rookie, and the 2 cars never won.
Holy cow's right, kid. You just won the biggest race of your life.
23-year-old Austin Cindric from Mooresville, North Carolina, in his 8th Cup start, gives Roger Penske a happy birthday present.
Push by Bubba. That's where all this energy is going to come from, back here. The move's going to be made on the front, but it's going to be because of what they see in the rearview mirror. Here comes the 8. These guys are in trouble on the bottom. Here comes Bubba. Here comes a little bit of help, but they're going to need more than this, just those 2.
Bowman drops to the inside. His teammate Kyle Larson is the first car on the inside.
Now that energy's all broke up now. Now we're going to see the cars coming from behind.
Where's he going to go? They're both going to get to him pretty hard, pretty quick.
All right, Stenhouse gets the white flag. The next flag ends it. 3 wide.
Well, good. You got the help.
Larson tried to go to the middle. Oh, he got turned.
Larson Pastrana in the fence. We are
Keselowski's
still
out.
green. No, the caution is out. And we'll wait for official word on whether Ricky Stenhouse or Joey Logano has won the Daytona 500.
Come to the checker first, baby.
Christopher Bell in the mix. Those 3 cars out in front of the crash.
Slow down.
They'll have to cross the line, but one of them
locked in.
will win the Daytona 500.
What is Bell doing here? Oh.
On the track, caution and checker. Waiting.
Chevy, Ford, Stenhouse, Logano. Here is how this will be decided. It is not the flag. It is not the caution lights. It is NASCAR's decision as to where those 2 cars were when the button was pushed to activate the caution, and Ricky Stenhouse has won the Daytona 500.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Daytona 500 winner.
Go!
Let me tell you, that's been a long time coming. That boy has been aggressive. He's been close. He's been knocking on the door on a track like this, and it's finally his turn. Daytona 500. That does not surprise me, Tony.